don't know, looking for something to, some way to find some fulfillment, some pleasure. And I acted on my fantasies, and that's where everything went wrong. One time I brought this young man back to the hotel room, the Ambassador Hotel. Was just planning on drugging him and spending the night with him.
For nearly 9 years, there was silence. No bodies discovered, no headlines, no suspicion. But silence is not the same as peace. In 1987, the waiting ended.
It was sort of at the beginning of this strange association between roadkill and his sexual urges.
And in around 1985 or 1986, he started going to gay bars, and he said this, quote, fueled my desire, unquote. He found out what a bath club was, and by this time he had stopped going to church.
November 20th, 1987. Jeffrey Dahmer met a man named Stephen Twomey. They drank. They checked into a hotel.
And after it closed, he would pick up men and go to a couple Milwaukee hotels and gave the names. This would be on Saturday nights and after leaving a bar. He said the bath house closed because of a possible tuberculosis problem, and he did not tell me that he was apparently asked to leave because of the drugging. He was aware of the AIDS issue and occasionally would have anal intercourse, but would then use a condom.
The next morning, Twomey was dead. Dahmer later claimed he didn't remember killing him, but he remembered what came next. He transported the body. This time it was deliberate.
And I started, when I moved to Milwaukee in '81, I started reading pornography, going to the bookstores. Eventually that led to frequenting the gay bars. And then one time I brought this young man back to the hotel room, the Ambassador Hotel. Was just planning on drugging him and spending the night with him. Had no intention of hurting him. When I woke up in the morning, he had a broken rib here, was heavily bruised. Apparently I had beaten him to death with my fists.
And you have no memory of it?
I have no memory of it. But that's what started the whole spree all over again.
The killing didn't feel like panic anymore. It felt like control. He began approaching men in bars. He offered money for photographs. He offered drinks.
No, at the time it was almost addictive. It was almost a surge of energy. I wouldn't have to worry about any of their needs or anything. I just had complete control of the situation.
He drugged them. When they lost consciousness, he decided what happened next. Strangulation, dismemberment, preservation. He kept parts of his victims. He said he didn't want to be alone.
So when it all started again.
And once it started again, you found it impossible to stop.
Right, that's when the obsession went into full swing.
Did you ever tell yourself, I have to stop this? I must stop doing this?
Yes.
When it was going on?
After the second time, it seemed like the compulsion to do it was too strong, and I didn't even try to stop it after that.
Several murders took place inside his grandmother's home. She complained about strange smells. He blamed spoiled meat. No one imagined the truth. 1988, a 13-year-old boy escaped. Dahmer was arrested.
Why the cannibalism?
It made me feel like they were a permanent part of me. Besides the just mere curiosity of what it would be like, it made them feel that they were a part of me, and it gave me a sexual satisfaction to do that.
He received probation. He was released. The pattern continued.
When asked, he said he had 3 residences in Milwaukee. The first with his grandmother, and he said 4 homicides took place there. And then the second residence was at 24th and Wells for about 6 months, around 86, 87. And while there, he was only involved with, quote, just pictures, no violence there, unquote. And the third residence was at 25th Street, and he moved there in late 1989, and that's where he was living until his arrest.
In 1990, Dahmer moved into apartment 213 at the Oxford Apartments. For the first time, he had privacy. The killings accelerated. He refined his method. Drug, strangle, dismember. He began attempting something darker. He experimented. He wanted obedience, total control.
Where is this person sexually, and what are his preferences, and where does his interest and desires lie? And these kind of comments certainly reflect that they're not necessarily pure necrophilic desires, in that I don't have any sexual arousal with only unless they're dead. That's not true. He's implying here that his first choice would be a relationship.
Neighbors complained about odors, about strange sounds, about a man who seemed wrong. May 27, 1991. A 14-year-old victim escaped. Officers responded. Dahmer convinced them it was a domestic dispute.
Operator 71.
Okay, hi. I'm on 25th and State, and this is young man. He is butt naked. He has been beaten up. He is very bruised up. He can't stand. He's study fall out. He is butt naked. He has no clothes on. He was really hurt.
They returned the boy to apartment 213. He was killed that night. By the summer of 1991, 17 young men and boys would be dead. And inside apartment 213, the evidence was piling up.
Before 12, there really wasn't, I mean, if I had known about the roadkill, that would have been a red flag. I would have done something immediately, intervened. But before that, there wasn't really
Would
anything.
you call him a normal boy up to 12?
Yeah, except extremely shy. And one of the things I'd like to tell parents is don't disregard shyness. Things can be fomenting in that young mind. Dig. Just pull out everything that you possibly can.
talk
Don't
to 'em?
stop. Yeah.
It was my way of remembering their appearance, their physical beauty. I also wanted to keep if I couldn't keep them there with me whole, at least I felt that I could keep their skeletons. And I even went so far as planning on setting up an altar with the 10 different skulls and skeletons.
And what was the purpose of the altar going to be?
As a sort of memorial. A point where I could, I don't know, it's so bizarre and strange, it's hard to describe. A place where I could collect my thoughts and feed my obsession.